It's a beautiful day to ride to war on Iron Age cavalry in a Bronze Age game outside the gates of Babylon. The Assyrians are defending their newly conquered lands from a Canaanite invasion led by Irsu. On the Assyrian side, we have Urukai, a competitive player from Troy. And on Irsu's side, we have Urbane Fantasy, a former streamer and competitive player from the older historicals. So you're probably asking, is cavalry overpowered? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Cavalry is pretty crazy if you want me to be honest. Horse archers are OP, and the melee cav is also pretty strong. We're gonna see some optimal horse archer usage here. They fire at the edge of their max range and run away before barely taking any damage. They actually killed 3 spearmen in that one volley. The main weakness of horse archers is their terrible range. All archers in the game, except the weakest, outrange them, and the Canaanite bowmen unfortunately are in the weaker category. They do have some pretty fat armor for archers though, so they should be able to tank some hits. Now the horse archers are not dancing away. They actually got a direct volley here, which does a good amount of damage on them. They're trying to charge across the water to catch the archers, but the spearmen scare them away. Okay. Oh, the archers are firing a volley back. Look at the health on the horse archers. They're just getting melted. Okay, blood in the water. I love that. Yeah, you know that Tiger King meme? I'm never financially gonna recover from this. This is how I feel like after seeing the trade. Horse archers are disgustingly expensive. So, while they're taking their sweet time staring at each other, let me quickly run down on the faction strengths. Assyria has amazing levy game and very good cheap tier 3 archers. Also overpowered cavalry. Irsu's main gameplay is to crush the infantry with berserkers here, though it is a little bit unreliable. He's also got monstrous heavy chariots in the form of Marianu, one of my favorite units in the entire game. Now, they're advancing because nobody likes to watch a boring AFK game. But hey, it's one of the first games of the Dynasty update, so we got time to explain tactics and game plan. So the Canaanites here don't really have much archers after that. 2 Canaanite bowmen are just not enough in the current state of the game. Archers are the name of the game, and these Ashur Levi archers will just demolish anything they touch. Looks like they're firing on the infantry. Oh yeah, they're firing on the Hupshu. Look at their HP. They're just... Oh my god. I had to cover my mouth there. They just got massacred in that volley. Why you would put your shock infantry in front is a little bit questionable. But the Ashur Levi archer just demolished. The Canaanites are trading back, and even though the Canaanites objectively are weaker bowmen, because of their armor they can trade. Unfortunately, there are so many Ashur Levi archers, the Canaanites are just gonna drop because they're outnumbered. Let's take a look at the map overview. The cavalry is getting moved to the other flank. We can obviously see some kind of overlap here. Chariots are still in the back line. They need to protect, and they need to choose the right moment to go in, or they get massacred by even Levi archers. Okay, Irsu realized, you know what? There's no time for tomfoolery. We can't mess around anymore. It's now or never, and the infantry is going berserk. At the same time, we see a coordinated chariot charge as the infantry is going in. Oh, this is gonna be nasty. Even if the terrain is bad, Marianu chariots are just amazing stat checkers, and they're just gonna crush the Ashur militia here. At the same time, chariots find an opening into the archers, but they charge back, and the archers massacre them on a volley. The berserkers are moving in though. Let's go slow motion. This is so much action. The berserkers get so much move speed that they can actually catch the Ashur Levi archers before they can kite back. The chariots took such a bad trade. Meanwhile, the Canaanite infantry will demolish the Assyrians. And big man Irsu himself gets a brutal charge into the Ashur Levi. We love the smell of blood in the morning. The chariots managed to actually do really good. But it's not just the chariots, we actually have cavalry here. At the same time, the Assyrians get their cav charge on the right flank of the Canaanites. And they're just gonna butcher the Luvian spearmen here. A tier 2 spear unit got hit from the behind, and it lost so much health. At the same time, the Assyrians are bringing in the Kalu chargers, very good club infantry. Let's go slow motion and take an overview of the battle. The Assyrian archers are still a huge threat, and the horse archers are for some reason scared away. The berserkers are breaking through the center thanks to the combined chariot tactics. Canaanites are losing the right flank, they're crushing the middle, the left flank is even. But speaking of even, I don't think we're gonna be waiting too long to see that change. This is a replay issue why it's choppy, it's not a PC issue. The Marianu chariots get a monstrous charge here and they just obliterate. Oh my god, the Nineveh spearmen are just not having a good day. On the right side of the cavalry did so much damage they routed the Luvian spearmen. Some cover fire from the Canaanite bowmen, but unfortunately they too will drop. The Assyrian center is actually holding very, very good. And horse archers are also coming from the behind here in the Bloody River. Not only are they good at range, they have a Kopeshan melee. They will massacre anything they touch if they get a good rear charge off. And speaking of charges, I don't know why it's choppy, it's so weird. But it's time to actually get a brutal charge in. Oh yeah, they're gonna massacre them there. This might be the turning point of the battle. Irsu is actually charging in. Irsu is charging into Ninurta's bodyguard, we can see them there. That was such a nasty charge. Oh my, and the Luvians are actually moving to back that up. Let's look at the right flank. The cavalry steamrolled the right flank. The chariots are destroyed because of the archers in the cav. The left flank is still even, the chariot countercharge helped a lot. Because of that charge in the middle, the Canaanites might be able to survive a bit more. Irsu has to go back or it's game over for him. Alright, perfect. He killed Ninurta on the retreat! And just as he kills the general, the Marianu chariots charge the Kalu chargers in the rear. Look at the entire Assyrian infantry line! The entire Assyrian line is just mass routing. Yes, they're poor quality, yes, they're levies, but they can't do much. And Irsu realizes it's time for the fat lady to sing "It's All Over Now," so he charges into Cav. It doesn't matter if he dies, he needs to go out with a bang. The Canaanites absolutely slaughtered here. The infantry was destroying the Assyrians, but the ranged fire could have easily given the victory to Assyria. Now the infantry is mass routing. The Canaanites have won the day, and maybe the city of Babylon will fall. Now let's take a look at the crucial moments of the battle. What swinged the scales? After flawlessly using the horse archers at the start of the battle, Uruk-hai moved them way too close into the Canaanite line. This led to some nasty counterfire and him losing a ton of the most expensive horse archer unit in the game. The Ashur-Levi archers did the work of the gods themselves this battle. They were used so good. They managed to destroy enemy archers, destroy chariots even. Coordinating a charge by the berserkers and Marianu chariots gave the Canaanites room to breathe and allowed them to just crush the Ashur-Levis. Some amazing melee cavalry usage by Uruk-hai assured Assyria had dominance on the right side. Flawless charges by the Marianu chariots actually helped the levies win against the much better Kalu shock infantry. Irsu's suicidal charge into the Assyrian general is what tipped the scales of the game and made the Canaanites win. The general got sniped, he got obliterated by the chariots and the infantry mass routed. Where to even start here? The chariots did monstrous damage on the Canaanite side. Some of the shock infantry, I don't even need to talk about that. The berserkers, the Sabunajib, they just crushed the infantry. Bowmen didn't really do much, but they chipped the horse archers down. Luvians weren't actually bad thanks to lethalities. Some previously terrible units, like the Luvians, can actually perform. On the Assyrian side, Ninurta was fine, the levies were quite fine. Kalu didn't get as much value, but the archers were monsters. Look at the gold value. It's not even funny. The cavalry got a ton of kills, but if the horse archers were slightly better used, I'm pretty sure we would have seen a decisive Assyrian win if the general wasn't sniped. That was the tipping point. Anyway, good game to both players. It was really fun to watch this. There's a lot more games coming, so stay tuned. And even a tournament. So until the next time...